Hi, it's Brooke, and in this video I'm going to participate in the DIY Mommy's DIY and Decor Christmas Challenge for 2019. So when you see this video up, there'll be a playlist of a whole bunch of other DIY decor videos, or like a DIY Christmas project like I'm going to do. And then you can go watch all the other videos. I'm so excited to see all the other videos because I haven't watched any before, so I'm excited to participate and I'm excited to watch. So hopefully I'll be able to link the playlist below. Haven't done that before, so this will be a first time for me to try to figure that out, but I don't think it's going to be too hard. And so today I'm going to make a Christmas wreath out of an embroidery hoop and some material and like a iron-on decal and then some greenery. So I'm going to go through and show you what products I have and talk about where I got them, and I will link them below if I can, or I'll tell you like alternative places that you could get them or what you could do. And then I'm just going to make the wreath and have you come along while I make the wreath. And so I hope you enjoy, and let's get to it. Okay, so this is the fabric I'm going to use, and I did get this off of Etsy, and then I just made sure it would fit in my wreath because they have all different sizes. They have this at Hobby Lobby. I've seen it now, so you can get it at your local craft store also, especially this time of year. And then these are just my scissors that I brought out. They're Fisker scissors, and they work good on cutting material. And then I did pick up some of these red pickberries from Hobby Lobby, and then the like glittery eucalyptus from Hobby Lobby. And then I also found these at Walmart, and they kind of have a little bit of everything in it. So I haven't decided if I want to use these two or just this, so we'll see what I like best. And then of course I just got my like wire cutter materials, and then hot glue sticks, some jute, some wire depending on how I want to hook things on. This is the ribbon I picked out to make my bow. It's kind of like checks and stripes, but I saw it on Pinterest and I really liked it, so this is what I picked out. This is just from Hobby Lobby over in their regular ribbon section, so every other week it would be 50% off. And then this is just a wood embroidery hoop, and I want to say mine is 12 or 14 inches. And then I did get this at a local craft store. Check your thrift stores for embroidery hoops. I found a lot of them there. And then also Hobby Lobby has these, or Walmart, I think. Well, Walmart I don't know if has the wood ones. They might now that they're more popular, but when I was looking, they didn't. And then I did get this Merry and Bright iron-on decal off of Etsy. So I just thought that would be the easiest to iron onto my fabric. You could totally get a stencil to paint it on. You could paint it on. You could find like a vinyl sticker to put on. So there's all sorts of options for what works best for you. I will link these two that I got on the Etsy shop down in the description. And then of course this is just extra. And then of course I got my glue gun over here, and then my ironing board because I'm going to iron my fabric first so it doesn't have the fold wrinkles. And there's my iron, and then I'll iron on the thing. So there's all my supplies. And then of course, you know, some water and iced coffee to keep me going. Okay, so let's get started with the wreath. The directions say to heat the area of the material that I want to put the decal on, but it says put like a pillowcase over it so it doesn't, or a towel, so you don't overheat or don't protect your base fabric. And then you place the decal on, plastic side up where you want it. I'm just going to put it on here, and then I can adjust it in my hoop. And then it says, apply medium pressure with the iron for 25 to 30 seconds. And then I'll do the other half. And it says to flip the material over and do it again. And it says, let cool 1 to 2 minutes, and then remove plastic liner. And if it's not sticking, then you just put it back down and firmly press over the loose edges. So I'm going to let this cool for a couple minutes and organize my other supplies. Now it is the moment of truth. So there it is, merry and bright. I have the decal ironed on the material now, and so I'm going to center it in my embroidery hoop and then get it all fastened in there. And I probably wait to trim some of it just until the final, and then I'm going to figure out where I want my greenery and my bow and everything like that. So that's the next step. So I think it's centered. Do I want it on the bottom or on the top? I always do my wreaths with something on the top, but you know, sometimes you want to change things up. So I went downstairs and grabbed one of my piney long greenery from Hobby Lobby. I think I'm going to integrate this into it. And I think I'm going to put the greenery on the bottom in the bow and just slide up the merry and bright just a little bit so it'll be just a little higher than center. Because I think with the ribbon and the bow on there, I don't want it to cover up. You can't tell. So that's my plan. That's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to zhuzh up the merry and bright, and then I'm going to integrate all these greeneries in there. And try not to get the little glitter all over that's on the eucalyptus. So I moved it up just a little. Okay, so I've pinched my things all together. They're still separate pieces and they're tied, and then I trim the ends, and then I have my embroidery hoop where I want it, and it's just up a little bit from centered. And so the next step I want to do is cut this off before I start hot gluing. And then I did make my bow. Michael's has a really great video on how to make different types of bows. I'll link that below. And then also in my last DIY, I went over it a little bit with you, how to do it, so I can link that too. And then I just cut one big strip and then kind of made it from there. So I'll trim up my ends. And then I tied it together with that gold wire that I used on my greenery. So now I'm going to cut the circle, and my hot glue gun should be ready, and we're going to finish the wreath. So I'm pretty sure I've finished my wreath. I kind of got some hot glue down on the bottom fabric, so then I tried to pull it out a little bit, and now I think I'm a little short on the top, so I don't know if I should like hot glue my fabric in the back. So leave down in the comments if you've made a embroidery wreath before, if you do anything to like secure that material in the back. And so here it is. I just left these long, and then these kind of stick out into the sides. And I haven't decided if I want to like glue them up here a little bit. I could just stick one little dab of glue on it so it rounds it up here more, or if I just want to leave them hang. So I'm going to think about that a little bit, but otherwise I've put on the bow. Just should have watched better where I was placing it and shouldn't have put it on the circle, or on the fabric I mean. And then here is up at the top where it's like really thin because I pulled it down here to get the glue off. So, and then I just tied a piece of the jute twine cord around the little metal hook to seal it together. I'm going to clean up my mess, and then I'll show you where I'm going to hang it. So here's the wreath in its spot. Kind of hides behind my shelf a little bit, but I think the fabric is a little see-through if I put it on the door. So this is where it's hanging out right now. I maybe should have left my Merry and Bright centered because this isn't up as high as I would have liked. Not liked, but as I thought it would be. And I cut off all the back, so I can't move it. Should have maybe done that last. But I think it looks really good. It's how I wanted it to turn out. It's what I had envisioned. I need to probably play with probably playing with that greenery for a while. But there is my DIY wreath. Okay, so here's my wreath. I have it hanging in its spot. I moved the bow up just a little bit, so like the bottom of the bow is right at the edge of the wood, so it fills up the circle a little bit more. I'll turn the camera on here in a second so you can get a better view of it. So I asked my husband how to fix that, and he was texting me about it. So now it fills it up a little more, and that's kind of how I wanted it. So like the bottom was filled with the greenery in the bow a little bit. So there's that. And I'll turn around and give you a better view of it in a second. Don't forget to check out the DIY Mommy's channel, and then check out the DIY and Decor Christmas Challenge playlist. I'll have that linked below, and then you can go watch all the other channels that have done a DIY decor for Christmas. Okay, so here's a better view of the wreath. I'm pretty proud of how it turned out. Let me know what you think of the wreath, and if you ever make the wreaths, or what kind of DIY project if you're doing one for Christmas. So give this video a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.